I'd like to talk about some of the most interesting information that we have from the data that we've collected so far. For one thing, it's very difficult to follow people after they are discharged from a primary treatment setting. They'll often have an aftercare plan or a continuing care plan that will include coming back to group at the treatment center or being involved in a group process that's associated with the treatment center. In reality, they're released by the treatment center and no longer a patient there. The problem with that is that we don't really have our hands on them to find out how they're doing or what's going on with them, and usually participation is voluntary. So for the most part, we don't know for sure what happens to the people who don't choose to attend. Now, it's not that treatment centers don't try to follow up, they do. I know personally of good people who try very hard to follow up, but it's often difficult to find people. Many times the information that you have on folks who are in treatment, within a relatively short amount of time it changes, or they're just not interested in following up. So one of the big pieces of information that we have is that folks that are required to do the follow-up and aftercare, often we see them doing pretty well. So we see that pilots or healthcare professionals or folks like that appear to be doing very well over a relatively extended period of time. It makes me wonder whether or not follow-up should be a requirement for treatment. If we just changed our minds and said that the treatment process itself was 2 years long and that you were still in treatment for that entire 2 years, even though you weren't necessarily coming back to the treatment center, if we had our hands on people as a part of the process of treatment, could we maybe get more participation? Our data seems to indicate that outcomes would improve if we did that. We're going to collect more information, and we hope you'll check with us on the addictionresearchfoundation.org webpage so that we can show you what we found and you can help us gain more information.